Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of our most influential content creators in our community that can help you to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Nikki D Music and More, and this is somebody who's actually been a very lively and engaging contributing member to the Superchat family for a long time. She actually has two channels. Nikki D Official is how we originally knew this creator, and Nikki D Music and More actually brings us an exciting feature that we can talk about. She's got her community tab on this channel, as you can see. Now what she brings us here is pure variety, a lot of music. She's doing some shorts. Lately she's been chasing some watch hours. It's always good to get that started early so that you're not racing when you hit the 1,000 subscribers. But Nikki D Music and More, like I said, has been incredibly engaging. She's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Superchat family for a long time. It's actually overdue, the idea of having this channel featured. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within our community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. We do that so that you have the opportunity to literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. I've got quite a few names on the wheel for today. And I wonder if everybody here follows Nick Nimmin. And this is a major creator in the Superchat, how do I say, creator community, where he's a really big YouTuber, right? Along with maybe Sean Cannell, Sonny Lenarduzzi, Roberto Blake, Tim Schmoyer, Daryl Eves, and Vanessa Lau. There's a list of about 5 to 10 that I follow regularly. Nick Nimmin has been one for a long time, but he recently put out a couple of videos explaining what was going on with the community tab and the fact that it's being opened up to creators now under 500 subscribers, and there are just a couple of simple requirements. That meaning you will need to get your advanced feature eligibility unlocked, and that's easy to do with simply verifying your identity with a phone and things like that. So I'll leave it to you to go and check out Nick Nimmin's channel if you haven't already. See his latest couple of videos. I'd recommend following everything he does, to be honest with you, him and his brother D Nimmin as well. And then I just want to thank those kind of creators, not that they're gonna see that here, but the fact that they continue after all these years to provide this kind of knowledge or news or whatever you want to call it, information for us to be able to benefit from, if that makes sense. But Nikki D Music and More is one of the first creators that we've seen. Scratch and Pete PA actually pointed that out to me a few days ago. He noticed that she had her community tab, knowing that she's under 500 subscribers, but she's already using it, and we're glad to see that. So I hope everybody will connect with Nikki D Music and More, and you'll get a chance to see what more she's going to do with that community tab. Now, I wanted to feature this channel today, but she happens to be at work. She'll try to get in here if she can for a quick moment. I always enjoy getting to know creators outside on the other social networks like Instagram. I'm there all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well, and anybody can reach out anytime. Runneth Over Garden and Life is being added to the wheel with the bud files. And I see we've got quite a few actually members in the house already. Now, I already had Crocheting with Leanne and the Stock Explorer along with Derek's Journey on the wheel. Scratch and Pete PA, of course, is there. He is one of our most supportive creators and here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Crime Time, Wime Time will be featured this weekend as well. And that's Cassie from Oracles and Beyond with their second channel. It's great to see a different mix of creators here, friends old and new because we mix up the times now, and I try to make up a midweek stream every week. Buying Spaces in the house. Jan Hines, it's always good to see you. Janine's World is here. MLW Fishing Man and Multi Hunter 247 are both incredibly supportive creators. I run into them constantly when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself. Natalie Nicole's ASMR, good to see you here. Paul's Green Spaces in the house. A longtime friend from two channels, ALOT and ProTech Sports Network. A huge football fan is in the house. Skinner Farms, it's good to see you here. Tropical Buzz is the second channel from the Stock Explorer, who's here as a moderator and a member, actually. Ian Plus Nature TV, and Wally's World 420's in the house. Oh, forgive me, Wally's World 420. We just met. I'm not sure if you've been to Tuber Chat before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but I know I just saw you, and I think it was yesterday. And I can't for the life of me remember whose live stream it was in because I was bouncing through a few. And Wolfsbear Productions is in the house. They are a member also in VS Speaks Royally. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but the the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. So after a little while, I will go through our chat list and add some names to the wheel based on who's been most active. It's much more about activity in the chat than it is about time spent here, but I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. It just takes a little while to get onto the wheel and the screen, but we're going to be here for at least 2 hours. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you in the house. I've seen them out supporting a lot of creators as well. Hyper Blitz is with us almost every day. It's good to see you in the house also. And Crocheting with Leanne is in the pole position on the wheel. I put her on there right away. She was here when we started for today, but we actually have some exciting news. I have not been able to do an interview or a scheduled panel with anybody in a StreamYard situation for a long time. So the first one that I'm going to do is coming up on Sunday. Rich new design, that makes sense. Thank you, Wally's World. And yeah, we should give him props because he was actually yesterday talking up the fact that he would promote today's live stream, knowing he was on likely earlier today. I wasn't able to get in there, but he always does a great job of promoting, and he's doing a similar job on his channel actually in between his regular content where he's helping people meet each other, obviously, as you can see, and it's working, so that's great. Jenny Juice Real, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The Yes channel is also in the house. It's good to see you here. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And again, we're looking at Nikki D Music and More right now. So, you know, it's interesting that she has this extra feature that I'm sure everybody's going to be excited about. You know, we're all very happy for things to happen to each other. Those of us who had to wait for our community tabs to over 500 subscribers are going to be excited for everybody who's going to get that benefit earlier, because they'll be able to use, hopefully, their powers for good, right? And Nikki D Music and More happens to have it. But this creator is incredibly engaging. They're here with us in Tuber Chat almost every day, certainly every day that they can be. I really appreciate that support myself. Like I keep saying, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Not everybody can be in your live stream for 2.5 hours every time you decide that it's convenient for you to stream, right? Same goes for me, same goes for all of us. So I appreciate every moment that everybody's here. And forgive me, I'm dancing between a few different things, but Crocheting with Leanne has got a live stream coming up on Sunday. What we'll do is we'll run Tuber Chat a little bit early, and then we'll raid over to Crocheting with Leanne. I will join her on panel. She did a bit of a promotion in another video, actually talking about a couple things she's doing on her channel, where she described the fact that she's got some questions in mind that she's going to ask. So We'll have to see what she comes up with, but I always find that whenever I'm invited to do an interview on a channel, it usually just turns into a conversation because we usually have some kind of rapport before I get there. Crocheting with Leanne has been a kind-hearted creator and an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here for quite some time. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Nikki D Music and More is up on the screen right now. I'm just going to show you her second channel if you'd like to follow her on both. Nikki D Official should come up pretty quick. She's trailing behind with 136 subscribers. She's already passed with the second channel, which is interesting, and she's doing a bit more variety over there. So hopefully everybody will support this creator. Cemeteries Down Under, good to see you here. Kevin Fishes, it's good to have you in the house as well. Big Son's Lawn Care, thank you for coming in. Florida Claimers Ted has given us an unbelievable amount of support, not only here in Tuber Chat, but on our copyright-free music channel as well. For those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And it's available on all major music platforms, but we have a separate YouTube channel set up with a virtual 24-hour live stream where you can hang out, meet more friends anytime you'd like, and there's link drops over there as well. Spikey's in the house, good to see you here, thank you for coming in. And Classy Cookery's in the house, a long time friend of Tuber Chat. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Coach Sherry, I'm not sure if I said hello, but I did put you on the wheel as soon as I saw you in the chat. Crocheting with Leanne, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put her channel up next. We'll talk more about what she's got going on her channel in addition to the live stream coming up this weekend. Rock Chick Beauty is coming in from the UK. It's very late for you. I almost felt bad. I wanted to move today's stream earlier. We got rained out on our work schedule a little bit there, and I'm hoping that I can start doing a couple of midweek streams, or at least one midweek stream per week in the coming months earlier, so that we can invite our friends from the UK at a more reasonable hour. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the super chat. She's done that countless times. For that reason, we're going to put her channel up right after Crocheting with Leanne. The Bud Files is on the wheel. Ghostly Winds is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They're from Australia, and they're a long time friend. Jason Ghost Hunter, good to see you back in the house. Oh, from Australia as well. That's great, and thank you, Janine's World. And thank you, everybody, for the positivity in the chat. I always appreciate that. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Cemeteries Down Under is going to come up on the wheel, up on the screen right after Rock Chick Beauty, because they just dropped a super chat. And thank you for that, and thank you for the positive message. My dear goodness. And then Florida Claimers Ted's going to be sleeping soon. And thank you for being here. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. So I think I've caught everybody. Runneth Over Garden and Life is Nina and Boyce, and they are bringing us another homesteading type channel. They're they're bringing us everyday living, gardening, do-it-yourself videos, crafts, recipes, more shenanigans. Now this is a really dynamic and fun couple. You can see the chemistry that they have in a lot of their thumbnails. They're always laughing, always smiling, always having a good time together, and very much make themselves a part not only of the Tuber Chat community, but of other people's communities as well. They're incredibly supportive. I run into them constantly when I'm out supporting others, bouncing in between premieres and live streams. I run into them as well, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They're posting a lot of shorts. Hopefully that continues. You start to get a little more activity on some of these as well. And then Black Phoenix is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. A long time friend of Tuber Chat. And if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Jason Ghost Hunter, thank you for the super chat. You're going to come up on the screen right after Ghostly Wins. They just dropped another one as well. Ghostly Wins has done that countless times too. The Wheel of Doom is tasting the rainbow of content creators today. Yes, absolutely. It's filling up too. But even though it takes a long time some days to get onto the wheel, for people in the chat, it will be open to everyone, and as soon as we get down to 5 or 6 names, I'll start adding names to the wheel based on who's been most active in the chat. And Warmstrong Adventures is coming in right now, another travel channel. I think I saw a post on Facebook today from House of X. Wanston was posting somebody's cruise video. The Bullock Experience is in the house. Good to see you here. And they happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel. So when we look at Runneth Over Garden and Life, we see that they have 730 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. And next up is going to be Crocheting with Leanne. I talked about her channel for a quick second because we're going to do an interview together on Sunday. Now, I say interview, and the intention will be Crocheting with Leanne will likely have some particular topics that she'll want to talk about while I'm up there with her, but we've known each other for a while now, so my prediction is that it will turn into a conversation, and of course it'll be a live stream, so we'll be happy to talk to everybody in the chat as well. Red Lipstick Vibes, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Nezian Bao, good to see you here also. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, Crocheting with Leanne is getting close to 2,400 subscribers already. Now, this creator is posting all 3 types of content: shorts, videos, and live streams. Let me just take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take this one here. I know it's shorter, but I'm going to take this video to catch up with. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, which was originally named by our dear friend Ghostly Wins. And Crocheting with Leanne, now she does a lot of crochet on her channel, but in between that you'll find a lot of Happy Meal videos, you'll find shout outs for other creators, updates about the channel, shorts videos, and a lot of live streaming. When she does crochet, she gets into scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, graphgans, and more, and she does write patterns for other creators as well. The Journals of Awakening, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Next up, for the same reason, is Rock Chick Beauty. So thank you, Crocheting with Leanne and Rock Chick Beauty, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that. They both have done that countless times already. Rock Chick Beauty comes to us from the UK, so it's very late for them right now, so I appreciate even that much more you being here at this time. 943 subscribers. Rock Chick Beauty is officially on the road to 1K, almost halfway there. This is a creator who's had a unique experience on YouTube because about a year and a half ago, they reset and restarted their channel, and the idea, of course, is if I knew then what I know now, would I be able to do better, move faster? And Rock Chick Beauty has done that. So you can see that presentation has been at the forefront of her mind ever since resetting and restarting the channel. Now, she does a lot of beauty, but a lot of that comes in the form of product reviews and unboxing videos, right? Haul videos and things like that. She's gotten into some sponsored videos, and as you can see, lots of shorts. She is a generous creator who's willing to hop in with other people on their StreamYard panels, and then she opens up her own as well. And when you hit her videos tab, you're going to get an idea of presentation. Like I say, she's always putting a lot of work into her thumbnails, not to mention her banner and her avatar, which are regularly updated as well. I'm just going to take your latest video and put it into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with you, make sure I don't fall behind. And I see the Stock Explorers coming in with a super chat. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, they're here as a member and a moderator. And then Wolf Spirit Productions is coming in with that mic drop. Let's see if they did it. I'm not sure if they did, actually. They're looking to take over the Stream Boss position. Wolfsbear Productions has done that many times, but I do appreciate these super chats, so thank you for that. Thank you again, Rock Chick Beauty. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to get Cemeteries Down Under up on the screen. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Autumn's Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Tracy and Phoebe, I didn't put you on the wheel yet, but I'm going to do that right this second. Cemeteries Down Under, thank you for your super chat as well. I really do appreciate that. 740 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. Now, this is a unique channel. I've seen one of their this is the latest video that I watched, and I wonder if you were doing this the same in the same way that you were working on the other videos that I was talking about the other day. So they've got some shorts here, which are pretty interesting. Some of these are starting to pick up. I'm hoping you get some more activity on some of these. And I am going to take your latest video here, because this is a different one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with you. Wolfsbear Productions is doubling up, but I don't know if the Stream Boss situation is working. There it goes. So thank you for that extra generous support. Wolfsbear Productions doubled up on those super chats there. They've done that many times before, and they happen to be a gold member also. But the what I keep talking about is the Stream Boss position, which is that video game life meter under my camera there. And every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the current Stream Boss, and whoever knocks them out and takes over gets a little bit of extra exposure for a while, as you can see. So that will be Wolfsbear Productions, and that's where the mic drop came in. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. If I have, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Now, Cemeteries Down Under dropped a super chat on us as well, so we've got them up on the screen right away. But they're talking about exploring all of Australia's great cemeteries and appreciating the history of that great country, which is great. So thank you for sharing that with us. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Cemeteries Down Under has been to Tuber Chat many times now, and they're with us frequently, just about every single day lately, actually. So I hope everybody will enjoy that kind of support coming back from them after you connect with them as well. Ghostly Winds is up here right now, and this is a creator who brings us a unique bit of content on their channel. We have a lot of gaming channels in the Tuber Chat community. Gaming's a huge category on YouTube, of course, but Ghostly Winds brings us an interesting twist. So they bring us, more than anything else, retro gameplay, things we might recognize from the days of Sega or Nintendo, and anywhere between here and there. The thing I've found most interesting about the content here is the fact that Ghostly Winds is able to introduce me to new titles of video games that I had not already seen in the last many decades. I grew up with Nintendo and Sega, literally, and so I always find it compelling. Now, when you join this creator for a live stream, you'll actually be able to feel the fun and energy that this creator has, in them while they play. They'll give you a warm welcome. They'll welcome you to meet more friends and family members when you're with them, but they're always having a good time, and I'm serious. In fact, it is literally infectious, and it helps to captivate the audience, I think. So the other thing I can say about Ghostly Winds, I mean, they're here with us often. They've been a dear friend for a very long time, also from Australia, and with 759 subscribers, they're approaching 800. This is a creator who I can tell you, just through the history of our own friendship, is somebody who truly has my back out there in the YouTube streets. And I say that personally, meaning me, because of what I've already seen in them in generosity for myself personally. But the reason why I put so much focus on that is just for you to understand the kind of positive support you can expect back, first of all, from this particular creator, but hopefully also to take inspiration from the idea that there really is that kind of generosity out there. That's what inspired Tuber Chat in the first place, is the idea that so many people are willing to help each other's channels, and if all of these generous creators could just find each other, then everybody would be able to move forward faster, more strongly, and more solidly, and that's what we're seeing. So Ghostly Wins, I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate the fun you bring to Tuber Chat. They always have creator things to say about the Wheel of Doom, and they are responsible for naming the catch-up list, in which I'm going to put one of their latest videos so I can stay caught up with them. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Thank you one more time, Ghostly Wins, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then I didn't mean to spin the wheel there, but Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning will be the first channel we look at before we spin the wheel again after Wolf Spirit Productions. Right now is Ghostly Wins is on the screen. Jason Ghost Hunter is coming up. Now, this is a fairly new creator in the Tuber Chat family. They've been with us a couple of times already, but we already know that they're an incredibly supportive creator because we've seen generosity surrounding them from others here in the Tuber Chat live streams. So I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel and this creator better. We can see that they're already bringing shorts that are getting some serious activity here. And I'm going to take one of their latest videos. This will be an interesting one for me because I'm always drawn to anything to do with ships, usually cruise ships, but still, for some reason, I'm always drawn to these types of things. So that'll be a great next video for me to watch from this channel as I get to know them a little bit better. Jason is a medium that can converse and see the dead. He's been a paranormal investigator for over 20 years. Which will be interesting. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that comes on this channel in paranormal activity and explorations of abandoned locations. And I'm looking forward, like I said, to get to know the channel better. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels better, and over weeks and months by watching content I get to know the live streams, videos, and things you're putting out better. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, then I always enjoy getting to know creators. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. Otherwise, I enjoy getting to know creators, and I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. The Stock Explorer is up right now. And pardon me, this creator happens to be a moderator and a member. They're here with almost 1,300 subscribers. They are officially monetized, and they will be working on membership soon. They've got super chats available now. And then, oh goodness. Oh, Wolf Spirit Productions. That is, a horrifying ordeal to have gone through. I can tell you myself, I have gone through that. I do not enjoy it at all. I've also had to take a couple of people to the dentist to have them deal with that. Never 10 at once. I don't know that I've even heard of that. My dear goodness. I'm just thinking to myself about the utter horror of that situation. Suitable for Halloween. Forgive me for making a joke, but my dear goodness, that can't be fun. Juice Real is still in the house. Thank you for being here. The Stock Explorer is up right now. What I was going to ask for, though, if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat today and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, no doubt, Wolf Spirit Productions. I mean, when you have, for anybody that hasn't had it done, what I have found is, toothaches can be one of the worst types of, you know, pain that you have to deal with or whatever. I was lucky when I did have a dental emergency, I could get to a dentist. We had a dentist that was there at 6 in the morning by like a miracle and was able to help me. But, you know, it's almost like a relief the moment that it's taken care of, right? And every day gets much better very fast, in my opinion, in my experience. And then Charlene Heal's still busy, but still here. And then, yes, Cemeteries Down Under. So the Stock Explorer part of me is a dear friend. They have been for a long time. As a matter of fact, all of the moderators here in Superchat are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own, and they all do different things. One of the things that is a commonality between them all, if that makes sense, is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And each of these creators will invite you to meet more friends and family members when you're visiting their channel, both for premieres and for live streams. So I hope everybody will connect with the Stock Explorer. This is Nora. What they seek to do in their content is bring us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at both the stock market and crypto markets. This creator often has product in hand. They're very forthcoming about their own stock and crypto plays. They bring shorts, videos, and live streams that include everything from beginner tutorials to help us get familiar with the fundamentals, right up to advanced topics like options and NFTs and things like that. Sometimes there are graphs and charts for us to see. Often it is friendly conversation, and the Stock Explorer has been chasing some watch hours by bringing us a lot of different general content as well. And then Tropical Buzz is coming up on the screen. This is the second channel from the Stock Explorer where they seek to educate us about plant life, and my prediction tells me that they'll be growing lots of different things. They happen to be in Florida, so they should be able to bring us lots of different things that they'll grow throughout the year. They're already doing seed swaps and other collaborations and things like that as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you will also. They've got 121 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know that they're thinking about on Tropical Buzz. Next up is Wolfsbear Productions, and we're talking to them right now about some dental issues, and boy am I ever uncomfortable just thinking about it. Wolfsbear Production has been a dear friend for a very long time. I think you updated your banner again, right? Yes, you changed your colors. If nothing else, I'm not sure if you changed anything else. Wolfsbear Productions happens to be a truck driver, team of truck drivers actually. It's a husband and wife combo. I'll let you explain exactly how their business and their situation works, but this husband and wife team are in the truck with their furry friend Jester, of course, who's part of the family. Now, driving the truck and bringing us along with them is just one of the many things they do on their channel. So they do live stream. They bring us a view out the window that you would expect, but they also bring us a secondary view, at least with one other camera. They bring us a view of the creator herself, and then as well sometimes they'll bring up a StreamYard panel as well, which is kind of cool. And then they've got almost 1,400 subscribers now as well on their channel. As you can see, they're talking about exploring the USA. Now they bring us to a lot of destinations and a lot of adventures. We get a great look at the home life or family life behind the channel. They collaborate with others whenever they can, and then they do a lot of other variety, unboxing videos, monthly subscription boxes. Jester has a couple of series of videos of their own as a minimum. They do diamond painting, dumpster diving, lots of crafty things, taste test challenges, and much more. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They have been really working hard on their channel and experimenting a lot with shorts lately, as a matter of fact, and have been having some wild success with some of their shorts. It's hit or miss, of course, like it is for anybody, but they've got one like just from a few days ago, 1,500 views on it there. I forget now what was their highest ranking shorts video. It doesn't really matter so much, but it's interesting just to know, right? 1900 there, 2300 there, and they have gained a ton of subscribers because of that. They gained, I think they said 800 subscribers in 5 weeks, and highly because of the shorts activity. Now keep in mind the channel was established, and I'm just taking the opportunity to use that in the speech to talk about how that may have helped. But Wolf Spirit Productions will have the instinct by now to be able to share with anybody what they think is happening with the channel and how others can possibly take inspiration from them as well. You have 2 shorts with 300,000? Did I understand that right? Oh my dear goodness. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. That is just wonderful. Holy smokes. Forgive me for not knowing that that was how far things have gone already. This is what I'm talking about. So Wolf Spirit Productions has tried a couple of things, and look at this. They've got 2 videos, over 300,000 shorts videos. They've got 50 on another, 18 on another, and a couple of thousand or more on many, which is great. So, you know, a part of this is the idea, and again, I'm just taking advantage of the opportunity to talk about this, but, you know, a lot of the time, the goal that we're trying to achieve is not to make a video that everybody's going to like, but to build a huge catalog of videos, knowing that some people will like some of them. It will be truly, actually, lots of people will like most of them, but you get probably what I'm saying. By having a big catalog of videos, you give yourself the opportunity to have some of these start to fly, and then you can duplicate your own success, right? As opposed to just trying. So it's just an idea, but Wolf Spirit Productions has just really knocked a couple of them out of the park, which is just fantastic. My dear goodness. I'm overwhelmed. So Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is coming up right now. And thank you, by the way, to all of our Super Chatters. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Wolf Spirit Productions did the same thing. You know, all of these creators have been incredibly generous supporters. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can support creators, you know, and that's why here in Tuber Chat, everything's open to everyone. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. It just takes a little bit of time. But there's lots of other things, and I'll appreciate any of it, whether it's a thumbs up, whether it's time that you're watching. I know we have creators that come by quickly but let the stream run in the background. I appreciate that as well. It's all engagement, right? Sharing, whether it's on a community tab and the other social networks, is also very beneficial. These are all ways you can help each other and help other channels that you want to see move a little bit farther. Cooking with Bobby Joe, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time with Tuber Chat or if we might recognize your channel. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. What we're looking at right now is Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. This is a couple of creators who have also been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat for quite some time. And this team of Tracy and Phoebe makes up Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Now, they bring us beauty, but they actually do it in several different ways. First of all, they bring shorts, videos, and live streams. They post frequently, as you can see. I'm just going to take their latest top 10 video here and put this into my catch-up list. And these creators will bring beauty in a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's a haul, sometimes it's an unboxing, sometimes it's a single product review, and sometimes it's something like this, which is a top 10 list or a top 5 list to try to share some of the things that they have been using and think you might also benefit from. So they've got two here together, which is great because this is Phoebe, this is Tracy, and it's great to see this team working together on this channel in this way. 319 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. You also see some get ready with me type videos here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety, and like I said, all three types of videos. They've been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters to Super Chat for quite some time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. One of the creators that I try to remember to mention every time that they're not here is Michael's Adventures. He's an incredibly supportive creator, an overwhelmingly supportive creator, both here to Super Chat and to myself, but also to many others. And here in Super Chat, he is a shining jewel in our family. He is somebody who gives wholeheartedly, with generosity, much more than he expects to receive. But he can't be here every day just due to a work schedule. So he always makes sure that I remember to give everybody his regards, let everybody know that he's thinking about us whenever he can't be here. Derek's Journey is up right now. This is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, now with 3 channels, as a matter of fact. So when we look at Derek's Journey, we see somebody that wants to motivate us with fitness first, and you can see some of the generosity on their front page with a lot of familiar faces in their featured channels. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. Hall A. Rita, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Collecting Coins with Gianna, I hope I welcomed you earlier. I know you've been here for a while. Forgive me if I didn't say hello. And then Hall A. Rita, and for anybody that's brand new to Super Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. When we look at Derek's Journey, we see that this creator, like I said, wants to motivate us with fitness first. They do an incredible job of coming up with fitness challenges and collaborating with other creators, but they also give us a great look at their home life behind the channel and the family that's behind Derek's Journey as well. They take us to different destinations for a lot of family adventure. As you can see in a lot of their thumbnails, they start getting into a lot of product reviews, taste test challenges, and things like that lately. I'm just going to take the latest one, put this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind with Derek's Journey. 2 of the members of the Derek's Journey family have come up with another channel called You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden, where they promise to bring us much more variety in line with the fitness challenges that we know and love from Derek's Journey. So hopefully everybody will connect with them on this channel as well. They've got 156 subscribers already. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know that they're thinking about. And then as well, when we head back to Derek's Journey, we're going to see Balance Breakers. This is a channel that was inspired by a series of videos from Derek's Journey, not to mention now it's fitness and gaming. So hopefully everybody will support them here as well. They've got 19 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. We know that the first 100 and the race there too is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, then everybody will be just fine. We see creators growing, hitting different milestones all the time. I'm just going to grab the latest video from this channel as well and push this into my catch-up list also. Bipolar Aquatics, good to see you here. TCG fam, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. It's good to see you here. I really do appreciate everybody coming in and every moment that everybody can spend. Let's spin, and the next channel that we're going to look at will be Crime Time Wine Time, which is actually going to be featured this weekend as well. Beverly Moffat, good to see you here. Crime Time Wine Time is the second channel from Cassie of Oracles and Beyond and her friend Molly. We know that true crime is a huge category in podcasting. And actually, if you've read some of the YouTube news lately on different websites and things like that, you'll know that YouTube is aggressively going after the podcasting market. It's a great platform for it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Crime Time Wine Time is going to come up with. They've already started live streaming and multicasting, as a matter of fact, which is great. They've got 216 subscribers already. Child, please, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Crime Time, Wine Time, again, we see this as Cassie and Molly together with this channel. I'm just going to show you Oracles and Beyond as well. Now, Crime Time, Wine Time happens to be a member. We always put members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat every day that they're here. But then, like I keep saying, in a little while, we're going to open up the wheel to more channels out of our chat list based on who's been most active. So it is open to everybody. It's just going to take another 15 or 20 minutes probably, or something around those lines. Oracles and Beyond is going to give you, more than anything else, tarot and oracle readings. This is not just from Cassie. She's built a community of other creators who join her so that you can get different perspective on the channel as well. That can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening today, what might be to come as well. You'll always get a warm welcome. Cassie is known as an incredibly welcoming creator, and she's got an incredible community, both of friends as creators and in her audience as well. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her over there, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Nathaniel Townsell, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Garden State Gardener is in the house. That's Joe. Actually, when I was hanging out with the Stock Explorer the other day in the morning, Garden State Gardener was over there. They've already done some seed swapping giveaway type stuff where we're going to be able to see the benefits of that on the Tropical Buzz channel from the Stock Explorer, which would be really, really cool. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Grubby the Beagle, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. This is the original channel from Charlene Heal. We know her also from Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. And forgive me, Charlene Heal, I know we got to talk about getting together for an interview. I have one with Crocheting with Leanne this Sunday, and I just got a wrench thrown into my work situation, so I might find myself limited for time for the next 2 weeks or so. I have to work out of town, and that's going to take me, you can imagine when you can't be home or can't be where you regularly are, it throws a wrench into the whole operation, but we'll see. And Charlene and Heal and I will get together soon enough, I'm sure. And then Holly Rita, thank you very much. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. It's great to have you here, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. We're always here 4 times a week, usually once during the week and 3 times on the weekend. And that is usually Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I call Monday the weekend, but that's because it's the end of the weekend for me. And Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming by. Again, I appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly. I'm just going to take a video from Charlene Heal to make sure I'm not falling behind. I've put that into my catch-up list. This creator is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her. When we get to her channel, she is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and generosity. On her channel, she brings natural healing, coaching, and transformation. And then she's got a second channel, which I mentioned. I can hear myself like screaming at the mic. I don't mean to do that. Puppet Short Films is in the house. I can't help but chuckle as soon as I see the name of the channel. They got some fun stuff on there in their content. And then, oh, thank you very much, Holly Rita. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody again. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Here's Conscious Business Services and Opportunity. Now here, Charlene Heal is talking to us about wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. With 389 subscribers, we'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 400 that she's thinking about. And on both channels, she's giving us shorts, videos, and live streams. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up on the screen. If anybody has the ability to share the stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right this second, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both in the coming days, maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then Let's Try Gardening, thank you so much for coming in. And the next channel we're going to look at is Scratch and Pete PA in about 3 minutes.
chat. A few more people have come in. Experience Africans, it's good to see you here. For your bladder, thank you for coming in.
One of our newest members, Coach Mary Ma, is on the wheel now because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Tay Mobile, good to see you here. Puppet Short Films is making me laugh. Home Bartending with John is walking in. Let me get them onto the wheel. And I noticed one more thing in the chat. Actually, Nathaniel Townsend was talking about the Rocket League World Championship. That'll be interesting because I have never played it myself, but we've got creators here in the Superchat family that play Rocket League, and I've seen it on many different channels actually, so I'm sure everybody will be interested to see what happens there. So Scratch and PPA is up on the screen right now. Lord Texas Boy Gaming also happens to be a member. Lord Texas Boy Gaming has actually been a friend of Superchat for a long time. Garden State Gardener is Joe. And he has done at least 4 shout-out videos for Superchat. I've got him ready to go next. He's dropping a Super Chat on us, so we'll put his channel up on the screen next before we start spinning the wheel again. We always put Super Chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. You do not have to Super Chat. You do not have to be a member. I do appreciate those things, of course, but it's open to everyone, and over a little bit of time I'll open it up and we'll add some more names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. It's much more about engagement in the chat than it is about time spent, and I have a robot that helps me out with that in the background. So Scratch and PPA is up on the screen right now. This creator is the reason why I use the term seems to be everywhere all the time to describe them and a few other creators as well. Scratch and PPA literally seems to be everywhere. It catches everything. This particular creator, first of all, is a dear friend of mine. And all of our moderators here are dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. They all have channels of their own. They all do different things, and they all have one overwhelming thing in common, and that is their sense of generosity both inside and outside of YouTube. And they will all allow you to meet more friends and family members when you join them for live streams or premieres. Now, if you can catch Scratch and PPA for a premiere this coming Tuesday, it's a few days from now, you are going to see one of the fastest rolling live chats on all of YouTube. Faster than Superchat, well, faster in the Superchat family, let's just say, but faster than Superchat. It rivals those of VX Speaks Royally, Garden State Gardener, Hilda DC. It is very fast-paced, high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. And you will meet more friends and family members when you're over there. You got to be ready to rapid fire when it comes to saying hello to everybody, because it's pretty quick. But I believe that the biggest reason for the rush and flood of support that comes to Scratch and PPA during a 15 to 20 minute window every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern for his premiere is because of the overwhelming support that he gives to others all week long. And we see this creator doing that along with everything else they do with their channel consistently every single week for the last, well, he's been at it for over 2 years, but he's been producing content for almost 2 years as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. His series of videos is interactive, so it's called the Scratch Challenge, and you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets a series apart, makes that also a lot of fun, and a lot of fun to be a part of, and makes it unique. So one of the things you'll notice from this creator is their sense of branding or presentation, if you want to put it that way. They have always had these bright, beautiful, colorful banner and avatar that match the thumbnail. And of course, the thumbnails are always updated, like as would make sense, but their banner is also updated to reflect what's happening with the Scratch Challenge. And he's also got giveaways that go on with the video series as well. So it's a lot of fun. I hope everybody will join Scratch and PPA And like I said, he happens to be a beloved and dedicated moderator here, but as a dear friend, has been for a long time. I continue. Sometimes I have these moments. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Sometimes the idea of like blonde moment or something like that might come up. I don't know if that's appropriate to say, but sometimes I find myself doing things and I have to shake my head even at myself. This week, I saw Scratch and PPA had put out an Instagram story, and it had music from the copyright-free music channel in it. And I haven't done videos yet to show everybody how to do that. Lots of people know how to put music in their Instagram stories. Scratch and PPA knows how to put the music from our particular channel. You have to search it out to do that. But it's funny because I saw that he had done that. I don't know if I had noticed that he had done that before, because so my phone is always on silent. Now, I have notifications on for everybody, and my screen goes wild like all the time, right? If I take a day off from YouTube, there's probably 200 or more notifications, right? I've had people like kind of shake their head looking at my phone, wondering, dude, your phone's blowing up. And I'm like, no, it's YouTube notifications, right? But I just look at the couple of things that I need to see when I need to see them, right? When people need to get a hold of me, it's easy to do, but the phone's on silent. So anyway, the long story behind that just relates to the idea that when I'm going through different social media, I usually don't have the volume on, and only when I come across something that I see, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or Twitter or whatever else, I'll put the volume on to see what it was. But other than that, it's always off. So I may not have seen that before. I'm not sure. And it's so funny because I said, Scratch and Pete, thank you for sharing and thank you for using the music. And he's like, I use the music every week. And I had to laugh because I can't tell you how many times people have like said to me, and I'm not talking about the Superchat family so much, but people outside that will say something to me that I've explained, like about YouTube, why they should be doing it or whatever, and they'll say like, oh, well, this interesting thing, and I'm like, yes, but we've been doing this for 5 years already. So I always appreciate everything that Scratch and PPA does, and you have to wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year down the road or 2 years down the road on your YouTube journey, supporting you as much as, they can that far along. And Scratch and PPA has been here for every stream that I know of, with the exception only of one, since the early days of Superchat. So imagine somebody supporting you over 450 times. That's what we're talking about here. So forgive my long speech, but I thought it was a funny thing this week to see that. I do appreciate it though. Scratch and PPA, like I said, does so much for others. It is literally overwhelming to even think about the support he gives to others, not to mention what he does for the Superchat family and even for myself. Garden State Gardener is coming up next. Actually, let me get that channel ready now. And I'm just catching a couple of things going on in the chat there. I see Jeremy D-Day's in the house. He's another creator who's actually been with me for almost 3 years. That's JD Knight 7 with a second channel. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We're looking at Garden State Gardener now. This is Joe. This is the creator who I said has done at least 4 shout-out videos for Superchat. You see him doing shout-out videos for all kinds of different creators. Now, he comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, and one of the things I've noticed lately a lot is he's done a lot of giveaways, particularly with seeds, where I can't be sure if the Stock Explorers won more than once from him, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with that over there. Now, one of the things that you'll notice about Garden State Gardener, I mentioned them earlier when I was talking about Scratch and PPA's channel, because he also has a fast rolling, high speed chat that goes along with his live streams. I have been there when there have been over 70 people watching many times, not to mention 100, and he does a lot of giveaways. It's a very lively, active chat, which is really cool to see as well. So hopefully everybody will join Garden State Gardener. Now, of course, like I said, he comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, so you will see other types of content from this creator, but he generously shares that out with others as well. This is cool because he's got a few other creators up here. I think that's Danny Day's Homestead, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, and Scott from Rambling with the Brums as well. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here, the hot sauce review. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so I can catch up with your video. Joe does all kinds of collaborating with other creators, and I describe him, Stock Explorer put it a good way. I can't for the life of me remember the way that they mentioned it the other morning when they were talking about it. They were talking about the way that I described Joe, and then they came up with something else, another way to describe him. But Joe has this really unique ability to truly make people feel like they are a part of not only his community, but something much bigger than himself or bigger than his channel alone, knowing that Joe and Garden State Gardener are the anchor that holds that community together. It's really something to see. We have a lot of creators that have a lot of instinctive nature in them to be generous, to make people feel welcome, to make people feel like they're a part of their community, but there's just something about this particular creator, and I know everybody feels the same way, even though I may not be describing it in the way everybody would, but hopefully everybody will connect with Garden State Gardener. You'll see what I mean. He's getting close to 2,000 subscribers, fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships. So when you get there, the Sunday Funday registration video is already up, so you can hook up with that right now if you'd want to. And then, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing this right, Canaldo Robson Moraes. I'm assuming it's Moray. Canaldo Robson Moray. Thank you for being here. And forgive me if I'm not sure that this might be your first time with Tuber Chat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Thank you again, Garden State Gardener, for that super chat. He's done that countless times. Next up is Lord Texas Boy Gaming, but I did see that Free Your Bladder asked a question. Forgive me for taking a moment to get to that. But can we gain watch hours by creating more short videos? So the official shorts videos apparently do not count towards watch time under 99% of circumstances. So shorts videos won't help, but they did just open up a new opportunity for monetization regarding shorts. So if you can get a lot of activity on those, and you'll have to forgive me for the life of me, I can't remember how many views it was, if it was 90 million or so, or a million views over the last 90 days. Is that right? If somebody wants to correct me, I'll appreciate it. They changed the rules, so shorts can now lead towards monetization, but they will not count for your watch hours, though. So that's an idea. Health education channels really growing fast. Free Your Bladder, I don't know if there's any particular niche that grows exceptionally faster than any others, because if we did find one, we'd all go do it, right? I don't think it quite works that way. I think that it's just a matter of, I don't know, there's always a little bit of luck involved in it, but if you can get into a, community, you know, one of the biggest things that we have to think about when we're doing our YouTube, you know, engaged in our YouTube journey, is the fact that it's a social network, right? And that means becoming a part of the community as a whole. right? And that can really help. But to wonder about just simply making videos and hoping that that's the right niche and it's going to take off rarely happens. It's always a surprise, and we usually don't hear about it until a couple of channels have really exploded. Everybody hops on the bandwagon, and I don't know if it helps, right? ASMR is a good example of that, or slime. When people started making slime, I don't know if anybody predicted that that was going to be big, but you know, you can't just make ASMR videos or slime videos now and have them pop. It just doesn't work that way. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I don't know how much of an answer that really is, but it's just a thought more than anything. But I think that you're onto something with what you're doing. As you continue to make videos, you're going to get feedback from your audience, and I don't want you to weigh that too heavily, but you will come up with instinct for yourself to know the right direction to move in with the content that you're already making, if that makes sense. Thank you, Coach Mary Ma and Lord Texas Boy Gaming. It was 10 million. Forgive me, I was drawing a blank there. So if you have 10 million views on your shorts videos over the last 90 days, that is a possibility for qualifying for the YouTube Partner Program. And then thank you, Scratch and PPA. 10 million public shorts views in the last 90 days. Very important to understand the word public when it comes to monetization, because that goes for watch hours too. Public watch hours, which means the videos that count will not be unlisted or private, right? They must be public for them to count. The Chicken, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know I'm dancing back and forth between a couple of different things, but hopefully that helps. And then, so Lord Texas Boy Gaming is getting close to 4,000 subscribers. This is a long time friend of Superchat. I see you're posting frequently. You posted a bunch of videos a week ago. I'm just going to take the last one from yesterday and put this into my catch-up list. I know it's a stream replay, but that'll help me catch up a little bit. They've got some shorts videos here that are getting some serious activity, and thanks for having us on your featured channels at the bottom of the page there. I appreciate that. Of course, they're on ours as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. As you can see, they're mixing up the video games on their channel. And like I said, they've been a dear friend of Superchat for a long time, a loyal and dedicated supporter to say the least. So let's spin the wheel. And then we'll see what's happening with Home Bartending with John. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Home Bartending with John is a channel that I was drawn to right away as soon as they came into the Tuberchat family. They got a premiere coming up, which will be cool. Is that your first premiere? Home Bartending with John? I'm just curious because I haven't caught one yet, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that. I'm putting my notification on. What I recommend for everybody now is to put notifications on for everything that we see, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, because it will send an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. That goes along with the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other, right? But I'll be looking forward to this, as a matter of fact. Home Bartending with John has an elaborate home bar setup, as you can see from the banner here. So he's talking about buying a bunch of stuff to replenish what he's been using. And then Sister Winnie, good to see you in the house. They give us an incredible amount of support on our copyright-free music channel, coming by to give us that thumbs up every day. I really do appreciate that. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66, good to see you here as well. And then Home Bartending with John has 192 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 200 he's thinking about. Second premiere, so forgive me, I didn't catch the first one. Home Bartending with John. Tomorrow is a tight squeeze for me. I will be driving at the time that your premiere is going to start, but what I might be able to do is catch that right before I hit the road, so I'm going to try to do that. And then, pardon me, so when we talk about the content on this channel and what John's doing here is that he does a lot of reviews. First of all, those are what you might expect. And then he's got a series of videos, and he's done some really interesting things. So this bar resupply haul is going to be a different kind of video for me to have seen. He recently did this one that you see here, how to make 6 low-calorie cocktails. These are the kind of things he's expanding into. One of the things he's done is come up with ways to show us variations in how to make our favorite cocktails, usually 2 or 3 variations, and he takes requests on the channel. He's already done a couple for me. We can see he's also getting into shorts videos, and perhaps live streaming will be an idea for the future as well. Hyper Blitz, thank you so much. Yeah, I know it's late depending on where everybody is around the world. Hopefully in the coming months, after we get into December, I might be able to start doing some earlier streams during the week. For now, I have to keep them pretty late. Most of you may not know, but I actually work full-time. Half of my full-time job is doing social media and running YouTube channels for others. And then half of my full-time job is working outdoors. That takes me away from the computer. Thank you, Puppet Short Films. But why are you excited? What did I miss that you're excited about, or did you say it yet? Is there, or are you just in general excited like I usually am? Wormstrong Adventures has 245 subscribers right now. This is a creator who is bringing us travel videos, and my dear goodness, it's always cruises that I see on this channel so far, and I'm always drawn to anything that is you know, having to do with cruise ships. I was very lucky a very long time ago to have worked on a cruise ship for a summer, and it was just an unbelievable experience. So I wish for everybody who wishes to be able to have that experience at some point of enjoying a cruise. And then thank you, Puppet Short Films. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy following Wormstrong Adventures and their cruise adventures. They have been giving us an unbelievable amount of support, both here in Tuber Chat and on our copyright-free music channel as well. For those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available on a separate YouTube channel and all major music platforms, actually. We have a virtual 24-hour live stream going over there where you can meet more friends and family members the same way we do here. And after Tuber Chat in another hour or so, we'll go and raid that, and everybody can have a look at it if you would like to. VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now, but I'm also noticing that I'm getting pretty low with names on the wheel. So I'm going to add some names from our chat list. I've got a robot in the background that helps me determine the order in which to put them on. It's called Bottissimo, and it keeps statistics both for how long you're here, but more importantly, how active you've been in the chat. So VS Speaks Royally is here with almost 3,300 subscribers. They are just growing rapidly. I'm hoping everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. They've had a busy few weeks, as you can imagine, because most of what they cover on their channel, I think exclusively now, is the royal family. I'm going to set my notification for a premiere that they've got coming up in a couple of days. When you can catch them for a live stream, you're actually going to find a very engaged conversation in the chat. And having true conversation in anybody's live chat is a great service to them because it sends true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. But you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about on VS Speaks Royally. This creator does a wonderful job of leading the conversation by staying well versed and up to date in their subject. So they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And I'm just going to grab their latest video, put this into my catch-up list right now. And then, you know, I say of channels with 3,000 subscribers or more that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine that. So Jan Hines is coming up on the wheel right now, and Puppet Short Films is pointing out, yeah, we got 77 likes. So thank you for that, everyone. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps us get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm. So Jan Hines, Hyper Blitz, and Puppet Short Films are coming up right now, along with Free Your Bladder. They're all on the wheel. I'm going to spin and we'll see who's coming up next. We're in basically the second half of the stream. We're usually here for 2 hours or more. The midweek streams seem to be closer to 2 hours. On the weekends, it's more like 2.5. But we'll stay for as long as everybody wants. We're not in any rush today. I'll get through as many channels as we can. We always do. I might have to take a short break for a moment here. And when we get back, we'll look at Jeremy D-Day. So we'll be back in 3 minutes. All right, we're back with Jeremy D-Day. Now, this is a creator that I've been connected to for about 3 years, actually. They are one of the first creators that I was introduced to in my small YouTuber journey. I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years, and then I started running into a couple of people that I found to be overwhelmingly generous in the idea of, let me introduce you to more people and we'll help you get your channel moving a little bit more. If you're willing to support them, they'll support you. And I thought this was great. And this is in the early days of growth streams, which is essentially what we call things like Tuber Chat, where we are right now, where our intention is to support each other over the long term. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of either channels or people who run streams that are similar to this, where you can meet more people. Some move much faster. Here we're focused, of course, on relationships and the idea of supporting each other into not only the next weeks and months, but hopefully even years, as you'll hear from some of the stories that I tell. Johnny Jim, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then Come Hither with Heather is here from Australia. We'll see what they've got going on. Jeremy D-Day brings us pure variety on this second channel that they have. Actually, they got 603 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can move them a little bit farther towards 700. But now you see their original channel with almost 5,000 subscribers. They are literally on the road and getting close. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to JD Knight 7. He's been a dear friend and an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter for a long time. Pardon me. Oh, we had some, I didn't work this week as much as we usually do, and I don't mean not be out to work, but I mean like actual physical activity. So I've spent a lot more time sitting this week, and I can feel it. It's got me moving all over the place here. Natalie Nicole ASMR still in the house. The Bud Files is up right now. I caught them on a live stream the other day. That was really cool. The Bud Files are modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it on their channel. I need another second here, and then we're going to talk about their content. Pardon me for that. So the Bud Files, like I said, modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it. They actually do a few different things on their channel, but the bulk of what you're going to find here are explorations of abandoned locations. Let me ghost towns, abandoned places, and graveyards more than anything else. Now I'm going to take one of their latest premieres here that's coming up, and I'm setting notifications for both of these. One is for tomorrow, one's for a few days from now. And then hopefully I'll catch both of these. Like I keep saying, we're recommending to everybody to put notifications on for everything that you see now, whether it is premieres or live streams, because it sends an engagement signal, pardon me, of interest into the YouTube algorithm. And then Free Your Bladder, how to find more effective keywords and tags for your videos according to the channel and video topics. So the truth of the matter about tags is, for the most part, they just come down to common sense. So while you're describing your content, you just want to think about some of the words that you might be thinking about using. I don't know if that makes sense the way I'm saying it. When you think about, for instance, you're going to write the description for your video. Your description's going to have a lot of keywords in it. And then as well, you just expand out on some of those keywords. Like, so for instance, in the case of Free Your Bladder, you might say like, you know, my bladder, your bladder, because you don't know which way people are searching it, right? And then you might say like, you know, bladder health. You might say urinary health. And forgive me because I'm talking about something I have yet to learn about from Free Your Bladder, but I'm just thinking about your channel in particular, right? For instance, the Bud Files might do well to add a couple of tags into their stuff that say paranormal investigations, even though that's not quite exactly what we find on this channel most of the time. we know that a lot of people who are interested in paranormal investigations are also interested in explorations of abandoned locations, and those two types of content are not too far off from each other, in my opinion. The reason why I say that is because I've been out on a few paranormal investigations myself as well. So, Huntophobia actually is another channel that we know here in the Tuber Chat family that took me out for that. So hopefully that makes sense. Just for a quick second, the Bud Files is approaching 800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Obviously, all three types of content from these creators. So I'm just going to show you something. I showed this website the other day, rapidtags.io. You can just go here and click that big red button, use tools for free. And if you wanted to, you could type bladder. And all of a sudden, a bunch of different things are going to come up, right? Like bladder surgery, bladder cancer, lots of different things. So you might want to use this for inspiration. I use TubeBuddy. I absolutely do use that tool, but when I need inspiration, if I have to do something quickly, and when I first started on YouTube 5 years ago, this is what I was using to get my tags before I'd started using TubeBuddy. So that's just an idea. Rapidtags.io. Let me get the link for you. And then again, you just click the big red button that says use tools for free. So there's a link for you. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I have an affiliate link, of course, in the description of every Tuber Chat live stream. All of my videos, to be honest with you, no matter where they are. And it always helps everybody when they have affiliate links, when you use those. But if you want to see what TubeBuddy is, it's free. They have a free level, so it's not like a free trial. It's free all the time. And then you can choose to pay for some of the things if you want to. I do pay for the first level of Pro, or whatever their level is called. I forget already. But I had already used the free version, and you can absolutely use that to get started, get some inspiration, get an idea of how things work, but it certainly is helpful. And they give you some bonuses too. The app gives you a lot of milestone certificates and things like that. You know, when you hit different things like 100 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers and things like that, they'll give you a social media thing you can post out and stuff. And then Puppet Short Films is up here right now. And this is a creator who's been a friend of Tuber Chat for quite some time. They're bringing a lot of fun into the chat today, but they bring a lot of fun on their channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. As you can see, it is funny, amusing, unique, definitely. They've got over 600 subscribers now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they'll be thinking about. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, though. They've been doing a lot of shorts, which is great. I see they're getting some activity on some of these as well. Actually, the video I'm going to take will be on their front page. I'll take your featured video here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me just to catch up a little bit and have watched another piece of content. So there you go. Puppet Short Film since 2020. Is it? Oh, 2019. There you go. 2019 Puppet Short Films. But a lot of times people start an account or start a channel but don't produce content for a while. I don't know if that was the case, but we've known Puppet Short Films for a while, unless that's what you meant, since 2020 knowing us here in Tuber Chat. Because that would make sense, yes, for sure. They've been a friend for a long time. The Bullock Experience is up right now. We'll see what this creator has got going on their channel, and thank you for your bladder. The Bullock Experience was recently featured here on Tuber Chat. They do more fishing than anything else, but they also do a bit of streaming. So they do sometimes StreamYard panels where they'll talk. And I mean, it starts out with fishing talk more than anything, but the conversations can just about go anywhere when people get on these StreamYard panels, especially when they start lasting for over an hour and things like that. Shorts on this channel as well. So all three types of content, they're getting some activity there, and they're on their way towards 700 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. My Raindrop Life, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Pardon me, if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Coach Sherry's coming up right now. This is another longtime friend of Superchat. One of our original members, to be honest with you. We became monetized at the end of August, over 2 years ago. And Coach Sherry has been with us since long before that. Thank you, Hyper Blitz. And I've got your channel on the wheel. We will be looking at your channel, but even if you're gone, I'll look at it for a moment so you don't have to worry about that. But I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I don't want you to just, wait for that if it's supposed to be time to hit the sack. Coach Sherry's here with 858 subscribers, so let me read her about page because she describes it better than I'm going to. An infused lifestyle channel that gives you a snapshot of living life while incorporating business and career strategies and advice. Coach Sherry excels as an entrepreneur, real estate investor, professional development coach, and educator. She's passionate about getting out and exploring life, working with business owners, the underemployed and unemployed, and as well as those who are in career transition. So Coach Sherry has been a force of positivity and generosity here in Superchat ever since the beginning. There's our featured channel for today, Dickie D Music and More. She let me know she was probably going to be at work for a while. She might just be stopping in quickly, but thank you so much. I did want to introduce that channel to everybody for the first 5 or 10 minutes of today's stream. And then Boondocking with Boomer is in the house. Our moderators knock out any self-promoting messages, but I saw that Boondocking is just saying that they've got 690, so they're working on their next milestone of 700. There's Michael's Adventures there. I actually mentioned him earlier. I thought he wasn't going to be able to make it in today just due to a work schedule. Michael's Adventures always makes sure that I remember to let everybody know he's thinking about us when he's not here, but glad you made it in. House of X Entertainment Inc. is in the house. I saw them. I think I saw a cruise video. I think you shared that from somebody else today on Facebook, right? Am I right about that? House of X Entertainment Inc. is a member, so I've got them on the wheel. That's Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me, Winston, Yes, Honey, Together. And then Emotion is a moderator and a gold member here, which means we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. When I look for Emotion, I type in Emotion New Soul, because New Soul R&B music is what we're going to find when we get there. So Hyper Blitz is here with 44 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 50 that we know they're thinking about. If I remember right, I think they said they were here from Japan. Is that right? I don't have it marked there, but that's okay. And then yeah, I wonder, does that make sense? Or no, I must be mistaken about that. Forgive me, Hyper Blitz. I don't mean to make that mistake. That's okay. I'm just going to take your Rainbow Six video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me another few minutes to give you for watch hours there. It's never too early to start with those, and I'll get through another video of yours. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in gameplay when you get here to Hyper Blitz. Thanks for the share. I really do appreciate that as well. And then I'm going to spin the wheel. So I'm going to move a little bit faster now because we have been on for almost an hour and a half. We're going to get through as many channels as we can in the next half hour or so. Emotion New Soul, look at that luck. It's coming up right away. And like I said, this is a talented singer and songwriter who brings us their original works on their channel more than anything else. What have I been missing here? I've been missing a few things. Oh, they had these couple of shorts videos. Did those make it as shorts? I don't think that they did. I don't know why this one wouldn't have. Oh, they gotta be vertical, that's why. They gotta be vertical, but that's okay. Black Guns and Gardens, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will be up next. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But I will add some more names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in another moment or two. But Black Guns and Gardens will be up next. And I always giggle at the little emojis that come along with those super stickers. So thank you for that. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter. This is an official artist channel. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put this in my catch-up list. Now, usually what they bring us their original works, and sometimes those are live videos, sometimes they are official music videos, sometimes they're in compilations. Those can be premieres or live streams. And Emotion rounds out the channel with shorts and reaction videos as well. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and a newly revamped membership program as well. He's approaching 3,000 subscribers, and you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine that. So Writing with Emotion New Soul is a second complimentary channel from this same talented singer and songwriter. This is where we get to see how the music is made, as well as the man behind the music, and 723 subscribers on this channel right away. So they've got a lot of these videos where they're showing us how they make their music, and then as well they round out this channel with some more shorts, reaction videos, and compilations as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Emotion. And like I said, when I look for that channel, I type in Emotion New Soul. Nikki D Music and More is our featured channel for today. She's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, somebody who we see out supporting others regularly, and she's here with us just about every single day in Tuber Chat. It was overdue having her channel featured, but I'm happy to introduce her to everybody today. She's got to head back probably to work, but if anybody hasn't already connected with her, I hope you will. Next up is Black Guns and Gardens. They just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Again, we always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them, but I see it's also time for me to add some more names to our wheel from our chat list, so I'm going to do that in another moment here. Black Guns and Gardens is a creator I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to grab one of your latest solar generator videos and put this into my catch-up list. I'm curious to see these because I've got a generator myself, but it's a gas powered, just a small Yamaha or is it Yamaha? What am I thinking of? Honda 2000. It's pretty old now, about 10 years old. 798 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel maybe even up and over the milestone they're thinking about. They're almost at 800. And on this channel, to take you through their family's journey to self-sufficiency through gardening, prepping, aquaponics, and self-defense. So obviously we've got some to learn from this channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been with us a few times here in Tuber Chat, but more importantly, I've seen them out supporting other creators when I've been out in other live streams as well. What is better, creating the video first and find the keywords, or creating a topic with keyword research and then creating the video? So to be honest with you, I think you answered your own question there. But where possible, it's an idea to do a bunch of research. We do have a creator in the Tuber Chat family named Thrifty Angela, and she does a lot of research before she does her videos. So that can be helpful. But sometimes when you're building a catalog of content, you want to just make some of the videos you're going to make anyway, right? We can aim and try to make videos that people are going to like, but we don't really get to know for sure what's going to happen. What I find more often happens, and it happens basically on every channel that I touch, we see it all the time, is if you can build a quality piece of content every week, that's enough to make your channel grow organically. The things we're doing here speed up the process, of course, right? But when you think about the idea of a video that you're going to make, you might want to research topics, but if you have a topic that you want to make a video about, then the idea is just to title it right And that comes from keywords, using tools like TubeBuddy, simply searching on YouTube and seeing what other people are doing. You might find inspiration in what other people have done without outright copying them, right? And even copying is not the worst thing in the world. You don't want to take other people's content, but I mean, if we all tried to make videos that nobody's ever made before, I think it'd be just about impossible, right? But you can hopefully take inspiration from that. You put as many keywords into the title as possible or description, and the best idea is to say the title of the video while you're filming the video, if that makes sense, because YouTube is listening to the content as well. It can understand many different languages and things like that, so it knows what you're saying. So if you want to make a video about let's say bladder control, right? You might be doing something like that, but you want to try to get some views. So you say like, Mr. Beast super challenge, like it's just not going to happen, right? And for a number of reasons, but one of the reasons is because during your video you're probably not going to say things that are unrelated to the content, if that makes sense. So hopefully that's somewhat helpful. I know I have to dance around a couple of things that you're mentioning, and you'll have to forgive me because here in Tuber Chat I'm only able to get into bite-sized information. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I try to be transparent about what I have and have not done. I've been on YouTube for 5.5 years. I have not yet built a channel to 100,000 subscribers, but I do have millions of views under my belt in videos that I've produced and influenced and channels that I run and everything else, right? And then the other thing, too, is my intention is never to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. There are a few things that are universal truths for all of us, but most of what we talk about are things that are related to each individual channel. Forgive me, Michael's Adventures, I didn't put you on the wheel yet. Coach Mary Ma is coming up now. This is one of our newest members, somebody who's fairly new in the Tuber Chat family as well. So we're still getting to know their channel. Thank you one more time, Black Guns and Gardens, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Coach Mary Ma is up here right now. I'm going to get Michael's Adventures onto the wheel, and I did say it's time to get a few more names as well. And then, let me see. I don't know what to expect for this weekend on Sunday. I'm going to be talking to Crocheting with Leanne on her channel after Tuber Chat. Johnny Jim, I'm just getting you onto the wheel. Hopefully you're still with us in the chat there. But we'll likely take questions or comments from the chat. That usually happens whenever I am doing an interview of any kind on any channel, and we might get into some YouTube talk. I'm sure we will. Coach Mary Ma is here with 242 subscribers. Like I said, this is a creator I'm still getting to know, and they're fairly new in the Tuber Chat family. Now I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to watch. I'm just going to hit their about page. They are a reset coach, and then they talk about resilience, education, strategy, experience, and training applied individually or collectively for people to regain their self-esteem, rebuild self-confidence, improve their net worth, and conquer self-sabotaging tendencies of stigma, guilt, blame, and shame. Lots of different things, and it looks like we've got a lot to learn from this creator as well as be inspired by. The Yes channel is still in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now as well. Experience Africans is here. They have been for a while. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a second. I'm moving a little bit faster now because we've been on for well over an hour and a half. We still got time to put lots of channels on the screen. We'll try to get to everybody as we always do. Free Your Bladders coming up right now. I really appreciate the engagement in the chat today, because when we can share ideas and questions and things like that, we all have the opportunity to learn from each other, myself included, right? So we can make the right decisions for our channels and our videos. So Free Your Bladders here with 290 subscribers right now. Even though this channel is directed towards bladder health and information, particularly pertaining to women, I think everybody can probably gain some education or knowledge. You know, it doesn't hurt it for us to all learn about each other, of course, right? The kind of things that people have to deal with, if that makes sense. So Free Your Bladder has been here frequently. They've just found Tuber Chat within the last couple of weeks, but it's great to have you back again, especially in such an uncommon time. We don't always do streams at this time. I always put notifications on for everybody. You'll have to forgive me. That's either a glitch or a slip when I was subscribing to the channel, but I've got your notifications on now. And what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, and that is going to just give me something else to watch to learn more about your content. And then when they talk about their about page, they say their channel's entirely for discussing about female urinary issues, basically related to, and I'll let you read that for yourself. But like I said, I think we can all gain some education from what this creator's doing here. But I love the idea that you're thinking ahead about how to possibly research things like keywords, titles. See, they all go together. So the more you can do before you film and produce the video, the better. And then you might even, you know, after you filmed and produced, change your mind about a few different things. The Yes channel, one of the things we got to do when we look for this particular channel is make sure we're matching the avatar so that we get the right channel. There's another couple of channels with similar names there. So what I'm going to do is put quotes around it. It comes up for me. That's an idea. And it's tough here because, pardon me, with this particular channel, the Yes channel, their avatar is green and the avatar for another channel of the same name is green. So you just want to make sure you get this one here, match the one that we're looking at. They've got 27 subscribers now. Let's Try Gardening is coming up on the wheel right now. Gloria's Platters in the house. Good to see you here. And the Yes channel is another creator that I'm just getting to know. They just found Tuber Chat in the last couple of weeks. Motivation and information. The Yes channel team is focused on highlighting the importance of you saying yes to you and your dreams while adding value to our lives through different visual elements. So there's lots of inspiration here, probably lots to be learned from as well. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. That will give me another chance to watch another piece of content and get to know the channel a little bit better. I'm just spinning the wheel. Oh, still working on your niche. It's all over the place. The Yes channel. Lots of creators have variety channels. Even myself, I have a personal channel where I just like do, you know, whatever kind of comes to mind. I'm always behind over there. But the idea then is when you do find things that fly or things that you enjoy, then you can focus on those. So it can be a good idea as well, you know, especially if we're not in a race. I know everybody would probably like their channels to move farther faster, but you know, hopefully everybody's intention is to be here for the long term. We're planning to be doing this for years, which means you're gonna have hundreds of videos, or in the case of Michael's Adventures, thousands of videos on your channel, and they all are part of the journey, part of the catalog, and part of the foundation. And then, so Johnny Jim is up right now. This is a fairly new channel in the Tuber Chat family. They've got 63 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 70 that they're thinking about. And I'm just going to take another piece of content from this creator, another video, put that in my catch-up list, and that will give me something else to see what they're doing on their channel. It looks like they're bringing comedy into just about everything that they're doing over here. And Johnny Jim is with us just about every day lately as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with this loyal and dedicated supporter if you haven't already. I'm going to spin the wheel right now. If anybody hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, if you're still listening or watching, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you onto the wheel right away. Let's Try Gardening is coming up right now. I'll get Gloria's Platter on there. Glorious Platter is somebody who uses our copyright-free music in the background of their live stream often, which I appreciate greatly. And for those of you who haven't already seen it, we have a separate YouTube channel set up where all of the same music you hear in the background here is available as copyright-free music. We'll go and look at that channel after Tuber Chat. I'll set the redirect, and then we can meet more friends and family members over there in the virtual 24-hour live stream. And Let's Try Gardening is up here right now with over 100 subscribers. They just passed it with 101, so I'm hoping we can give them a few more subscribers to get that locked in for them. They're doing some shorts, which is great, on top of their other content. Now we're still getting to know this channel as well. Let's Try Gardening's been with us for a while, but when we read their about page, they're saying they're just gardening here. Come and take a look at the garden while they share their successes and failures, and they want us to learn from their mistakes, which is a great thing. What I find a lot of the creators behind gardening, homesteading, farming, ranching, and outdoor channels have in common is this instinct to want to share knowledge and resources with each other. So it's wonderful that we have another creator that wants to inspire, wants to encourage, and then help us learn at the same time. They've got us on our featured channels list. We've got them on ours as well. I think, if I'm right, we already did that. Kid Wonders Life of Wonders in the house. They are also a member with another one of their channels. They've got quite a few now. Kid Wonder, somebody I've been connected to for 5 years already, and they've got multiple monetized channels. And there they go, actually. There's Kid Wonder as a gold member again on their main channel. So thank you for that. I've still got there, and look, there's the link comes up as well, but I've got another link for them that comes up every 30 minutes from Nightbot also. Kid Wonder's done that many times. We'll talk about them soon. And they've got, like I said, a few channels. Jen Hines is coming up. This is another creator with a couple of channels as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Self-care, hygiene, and lifestyle is what we're going to find on this channel more than anything, with a little bit of extra variety, particularly with hauls. I'm just going to take the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall behind. When we look at Life with Jan, first of all, Jan Hines has over 1,000 subscribers, so we'd love to get her some watch hours. We'd love to get this channel monetized, and then as well, we can see she's active on the other social networks. When we look at Life with Jan, we see another smaller channel, but we'd love to encourage her here. She's got 57 subscribers. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, then we see channels growing and hitting different milestones all the time. So we'd love to push Life with Jan a little bit farther towards that first 100. I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Again, if anybody is in the chat or listening or watching that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just say anything at all in the chat. We'll get you on right away. Come Hither with Heather is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on from Australia. This is a channel that brings us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations, and a little bit more variety mixed in. They've been doing quite a bit of live streaming. I actually joined them once on their panel, which was really, really cool. They've got a 700 subscriber live stream special coming up, and that will be tomorrow. Quite late. I actually am gonna almost guaranteed have to miss that one, but I've got my notification on anyway. What we're recommending is for everybody to put notifications on for everything, even if you don't know if you could be there at that specific time, just because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. So I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, put that in my catch-up list for now. Come Hither with Heather brings us a bit more variety, but when we look at their front page, we see a lot of feature channels. One of the ones we can get to here is Werner's Adventures. These two creators are partners. Werner's Adventures is approaching 700 subscribers as well, and they bring us more investigations of abandoned locations or explorations, if that makes sense. M&A Mystery Tours, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. House of X Entertainment Inc. is coming up right now. This is Yo, it's your boy Leo, and it's me, Wanston, yes, honey, together in a third monetized channel between these two creators. And they also are partners. Give me a quick second here. Pardon me. Got to make sure you hydrate when you're talking so much. So House of X Entertainment Inc. Is two monetized creators together. They've started a third business channel between them. They're fully monetized, as you can see, with super chats and memberships available. Enough content, says Michael's Adventures. Michael's Adventures has probably the most videos of any channel in the Superchat family. Warmstrong Adventures, thank you for that highlighted milestone message. Those are available to anybody who's a member on a channel where they are enabled. They fly through the chat like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members, and you get that as a bonus to your membership, which is really, really cool. So thank you for that. You notice as well, it knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, which is that video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, and the last person to knock them out and take over gets some extra exposure. So Warmstrong Adventures got that as a free bonus, which is really, really cool. So thank you for that. And then Trina's Motivation, I see you in the house. Thank you for being here. What we're going to do is look at these two creators' channels. Yo, it's your boy Leo does more video gameplay than anything lately. They've changed up their front page here. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, though. I'll grab this 10-minute one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. Yo, it's your boy Leo, of course, is monetized. And then when we go back to the House of X Entertainment Inc., we see It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey. This creator wants to motivate us in a spiritual way and has been doing more cooking than anything lately. I'm just going to grab one of their latest pumpkin spice muffins videos. They're fully monetized as well. Both creators are floating around 2,000 subscribers, as you can see, and they're getting pretty close with House of X Entertainment Inc., this third monetized channel between them. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give the thumbs up from time to time when I'm on a phone. Gloria's Platter is up right now, and she has almost 1,500 subscribers. We're going to talk about her content in a second. One of the things I didn't mention, the beautiful t-shirt that I'm wearing, is from Corinne's Life. She's in Tuber Chat as a moderator and a member, actually. She's been a dear friend for a long, long time, but she produces all kinds of merchandise, like the Tuber Chat mug that you usually see me with, and then as well lots of other things like t-shirts, Christmas ornaments, vinyl stickers, just about anything that can be printed. You see her tumblers on a lot of different channels now as well, so I hope everybody will check her out when you can. As well, Anointed Champion Nash, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Trina's Motivation is just asking, you heard that YouTube changed how you can qualify for monetization. So yes, I made a mistake earlier today when I was talking about it, but when it comes to shorts videos, you'll see that Gloria's Platter's got a lot of these here. What they've done is they've said that there's a second way to qualify for the YouTube Partner Program, and that is to have 10 million public views on shorts videos in particular over the last 90 days. So you can have either 1,000 subscribers, which you must have in either case, plus either, sorry, forgive me, I'm saying this wrong. You must have 1,000 subscribers no matter what. But then your second qualification is either 4,000 public watch hours on videos or live streams, and or I don't mean to say and. I'm trying to describe it and I'm not doing a good job. You have to have 4,000 public watch hours on videos and streams, or 10 million views in the last 90 days on shorts videos. So it's interesting. They're changing the way that works. They're going to add some monetization for that. And shorts are something that a lot of creators here in the Tuber Chat family are experimenting with. We saw Wolfsbear Productions earlier in the stream. They have 2 different shorts videos with over 300,000 views each. So it's not that it's easy. You know, if you put out a lot of shorts videos, chances are you're going to get some activity on some of them. It's not uncommon to get anywhere from hundreds to even over 1,000 views. But eventually it's possible to go far beyond. We do have a lot of creators here in the Tuber Chat family that have hit many tens of thousands of views on shorts videos. So Glorious Platter is up here right now. This creator brings us delicious looking content. It seems that way. Like 10 million seems like a big number, but when you start thinking about the fact that you might be able to almost film something simple and gain hundreds of thousands of views on it, it's just like kind of luck of the draw sometimes. It's almost like a winning the lottery type thing. And I don't want to discount the creativity that a lot of creators are putting into what they're doing, but it's seeming a lot easier to get a lot of views on shorts if you put out a bunch of them, as opposed to putting out produced videos if you put out a bunch of them. Not in every case. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that it seems that way a lot of the time. I'm sure you understand what I mean. So trying to get 10 million views on videos in 90 days as opposed to 10 million views in shorts, it's not unheard of, right? So they've come up with this after now well over a year of testing. For those of you who remember when we were doing episode 300 of Tuber Chat around Halloween last year, we were talking about shorts. And am I right that it was episode 300? We were talking about them. I've only done a few myself. I haven't done a lot. I've gotten 1,000 views, but I haven't got much more than that. But we've got other creators who are doing really well. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And there you go. Yeah, there's an example. Trina's Motivation, a simple short yesterday showing how their sandwich. I'm not sure if I understand exactly what you meant there, but that's okay. You did a short. It did well, so that's great. Yeah, and then it's possible you can do more. Odom's Homestead, forgive me, I didn't realize you're still here. I'm just getting you onto the wheel right now, but thank you for those kind words. Thank you for being here. If anybody has not been on the wheel yet that is still listening or watching, please just say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you on right away. Glorious Platter does all 3 types of content: shorts, videos, and live streams. She's trying to find ways to expand her niche, which is bringing us delicious dishes and meals. She's also taken us out to grocery stores. She's taken us to visit different places, like here, shopping again. But she does a lot of live streaming, and she's very considerate about the idea of showing us how to prepare a full dish or meal, but not spending time gathering ingredients and things like that. She's usually got that ready, which is really, really cool. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Almost 1,500 subscribers. Glorious Platter has been a dear, 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 dear friend for a long time. She is a force of positivity and encouragement in the Tuber Chat family, to say the least. So next up, Experience Africans. I just need a second and we'll be right back here. Okay, pardon me. I think I said we were going to get Experience Africans up, right? And Child of God 77, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Experience Africans is here with over 2,000 subscribers now. I'm hoping we could get them a little bit closer to 2,100. They're putting out some shorts videos here. Hopefully some of these start to pick up for you. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list so I can make sure I don't fall too much farther behind. Experience Africans has been a longtime friend of Superchat. Yeah. Glorious Platter has the funniest things to say. But she is definitely a dear friend. Experience Africans is obviously doing all three types of content now. Shorts, videos. I believe they're doing live streams. Maybe they haven't. Have they done any in a while? Or is it just because I'm behind with them? Yeah, lots of streams. Maybe not in the last month or so, but that's okay. I'm sure they'll be doing a lot of these. And this creator, like I said, has been a dear friend for a long, long time. You'll meet more friends and family members when you're visiting their channel. It's basically pure variety. And they show us lots of different things. I'll leave it to you to hit their about page and see exactly what they do. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And again, if anybody's listening or watching that hasn't been on the screen or the wheel yet, just please say anything at all. I'll get you on there as quick as I can. Oh, you'll have to pardon me. A little while ago when I was whining about my back hurting a little bit. It's not bad. It just was a little bit. I took a couple of those like Tylenol back pain things. I know they're not good for you, but I took them anyway. And it's funny because everything in the world affects me. So I'm allergic to just about everything, but the benefit is the idea that everything affects me. So if I have a coffee, the caffeine will help. If I take a Tylenol, I won't have a headache for a few minutes, you know, and stuff like that, right? I took this stuff and I could feel myself like getting close to the end of the day. And now my alarm's going to go off on my phone to tell me it's bedtime in like 4 minutes. But I'm happy to be able to do a midweek stream. I don't have to get up early tomorrow or anything like that. But we're going to try to do this every week because I haven't been able to be here Fridays for the last little while, and I don't expect to be for the next little while, so we'll see. We're still here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We still mix the times up, but we've been able to make a midweek stream every week for the last couple. Timmy Ray the King, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I know Michael's Adventures. I think about that when it's just been bothering me today because this week we didn't do a lot of work. I was out for work, but we got rained out. And the problem is I'm sitting so much, and I think that's it. I just got to get more active. So I should have gone for a walk every day. I didn't do that. Lay down on your stomach. So I'm not going to do that right now, Glorious Platter, but I will keep it in mind and maybe do it after Tuber Chat. Trina's Motivation is here. And then Trina's Motivation, water at room temperature will help. It's good to know that I actually prefer to drink water at room temperature. Same with Gatorade. I don't have a ton of those. I usually have like one a day on work days. But I tend to not like anything super hot or super cold, right? Michael's Adventures. Alarm goes off in 7 hours. They've got an early appointment. Oh, is it ever fun? These are the things they didn't teach you in high school, right? About being an adult and the things we have to do and deal with and stuff like that. And then Puppet Short Films is still hanging on to lay in that shower, but that's okay. And then we're looking at Trina's Motivation right now. This creator wants to motivate us, of course. 4 winning strategies anyone can use. Sounds like a great video for me to catch up with. Make sure I don't fall behind. 489 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get this creator a little bit closer to that 500 right now. Now, when we talk at the beginning of the stream today, I talked about the idea of the community tab opening up now to channels under 500 under certain conditions. It's fairly easy to do what you need to do to make sure you're in line to get those. But for anybody under 500, for anybody at all, my recommendation is to go through your channel settings. You'll find those in the YouTube studio. Make sure you go through that stuff. I mean, we all need to know it and understand it. There's really not a lot there, but it's worth going through. And then you want to make sure that all the advanced features are enabled. What that means is that after you've verified your identity, with either a phone or something that YouTube will direct you on. It's fairly easy to do, but you'll be able to be eligible to probably get the community tab very soon. They're rolling it out right now. Like most of the things they do, they've got well over 50 million channels. What they do is they roll them out, you know, over time. So I have a couple of channels that are just set up in the background. I don't really do much with them or whatever. They're just extra accounts, but I've got them. They've got some content on them. I'm not going to use them for anything, you know, important or anything, but I'm watching to see when they get them. We've seen a few creators like today's featured channel, which is Nicky D Music and More. This creator has got their community tab. They've got 168 subscribers or thereabouts. So it's opening up. It's going to come soon. But we'd still love to push Trina's motivation towards the 500, maybe get that community tab to pop out sooner. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Bushido Blade Warrior, I'm going to get you onto the wheel. They've been with us for a while, and let's spin the wheel. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster. We have been on for 2 hours, so thank you everybody, especially for coming in at such an uncommon time. We will be back Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Of course, those streams are already set. Hopefully you have your notification bell on for Tuber Chat, and whether or not you do, you can always look a day or two before if you want to know when the next streams are coming up, so you can plan if you need to, because we mix those times up. This weekend is going to be a little bit different. The times will be a little bit different. We got a special stream on Sunday, just meaning that Tuber Chat will run early, and then we're going to go and raid crocheting with Leanne. I'm going to join her on panel on her channel, and we're going to talk about, I'm not sure what she's got in mind yet, but we usually end up getting into YouTube talk and things like that when I do that. So, yeah, Michael's Adventures, I wasn't sure. Actually, it's funny because I had forgotten to say anything for about 45 minutes. I think it took me about 45 minutes to remember, and then I mentioned that Michael's Adventures always makes sure that I remember at some point to give his regards to everybody on the days he can't be here, but we're lucky to have him here. And then, yeah, Gloria's Platter, a couple of notifications seem to have gone out today, but you know, this is something we just shrug our shoulders at, the YouTube notifications, right? We do it anyway, but you know, we just pray and hope and and that. Bushido Blade Warrior is another gaming channel doing a lot of live streaming every other day, actually, which is cool. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm going to take one of your replays. I have to be honest, I'm probably only going to be able to run this because I'm not able to spend almost any time on YouTube on Fridays. I'll get the tiniest amount of time, but I'll try to get through that video, at least running it, so you get some extra watch hours to keep those up. Even though you're monetized, we just want to keep them up. Kaiser Gaming YT, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's Chris's Clever Craft with another gaming channel. He's got a few channels, actually. He's posting on there multiple times a day. M&A Mystery Tours is coming up right now, and I'm going to get Chris's Clever Craft onto the wheel because he happens to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And oh, I can't type. My dear goodness. I know the YouTube analytics tell me that 60 or 70% of people here in Tuber Chat could be on a phone. Let me just ask everybody, if you are on, we'll just do something in the chat for a second here. Do me a favor if you don't mind. If you're on a phone, mention you're on a phone. If you're on a tablet, mention that you're on a tablet. If you're on a computer, let me know if you're on a computer. If you're watching on a TV, let me know you're watching on a TV. I just want to see what's happening with everybody who's here right now. Almost like a poll, right? I won't do a poll. We'll just do it in the chat. M&A Mystery Tours has 324 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And I'm just going to read their about page because we haven't had them up on the screen very often. I know we've had these creators in the Tuber Chat family for a while. Mark and Annette, down to earth people. They never really know where they're going to end up. They travel around South Australia to find interesting cemeteries to explore, which is really, really cool. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take the latest one, add this into my catch-up list. That will give me something to go through another piece of content. And then hopefully as you're here more often, I'll have better speeches for you when your channel is up. So it looks like we've got a phone, iPad, phone, laptop, phone. See, the phone is about, I guess, 50%. It looks like. Maybe a little bit less, actually. Yaya's Best Life, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We're going to look at Michael's adventures in a second. It's interesting to see that, eh? You hear the Canadian in me coming out when I say it's interesting to see that, eh? But the analytics tell me that 60 or 70% of people could be on a phone here in Tuber Chat. I wonder if a lot of creators are on two different things. They're on like a tablet and a phone, or a computer and a phone, because it makes it easier, right? You can keep up with the chat and still go visit channels. If you're on a computer, of course, you can open different windows and things like that. Yaya's Best Life is still in the house. Natalie Nicole's ASMR is still here. I'm going to get their channel onto the wheel. Hilma Israel, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's say we'll keep it going for another 24 minutes or so, and then we'll cap it at that. I do appreciate everybody being here, but we will have been on for, we've already been on for over 2 hours. Michael's Adventures is up right now. Now, this creator brings us an interesting variety in content. They've got a premiere coming up in a couple of, oh, that's on Saturday. Saturday, they've got a premiere coming up. They got another one coming up the next day on Sunday. And what this creator does more than anything else is give us footage of different wildlife. So we could be talking about raccoons, we could be talking about fox, we could be talking about deer, and other things. But they do a lot more on their channel as well. So they've got a lottery ticket scratching video here. They've got a few of these. I've seen them, I believe, play slot games on a tablet or something of that sort on their channel. They also bring us a lot of walks where they kind of explore around their area and just show us where they happen to live, close to Fort Knox in Kentucky, if I remember. I think that's what, is that what Michael's Adventures was saying the other day? I forget what he said. He said something in particular to describe exactly where he is. Smallholder Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Hopefully that makes sense what I just said. Do I think StreamYard or YT is better for streaming? So there's no one that's going to be better for watch hours. Watch hours come literally from people watching your stream. You don't count on your own channel. So if you're watching, I used to be under the impression for a long time that you would probably get a watch minute for every minute that you're streaming because you're watching the stream while you're streaming, but that's not the case. 100% that's not. So you have to keep that in mind. You don't get watch hours for yourself. I wouldn't even try. I advise against that. Best idea is always to find people here in Tuber Chat you can swap playlists with, and you can gain watch hours that way. It's the one legitimate thing we can do to pump our watch hours up. I love StreamYard. I really do, and I used it for Tuber Chat in the early days. The only reason I expanded out into, I say expanded out, but it just means I'm using Streamlabs now. It's confusing because all, the names of a lot of these things are similar, but StreamYard is the one that you see a lot of creators using, where they've got a panel going on. It's very similar to Zoom. There's other ones coming out now that are getting popular, like Melon, which is from the Streamlabs company. But Streamlabs is a version of OBS software, Open Broadcaster software. Used to literally be called Streamlabs OBS. Now it's called Streamlabs Desktop. That's what I use to stream. I'll show you it here. This is what this program looks like. And then you can do things. There's a lot more control here. Like I can turn my camera off or on. I can turn my green screen on or off. You can see by all the things I'm doing here how it changes, right? Or all the, you know, there's so much that's available when you're using a software program like this, as opposed to a web-based program like StreamYard, which is designed to be easy. Now, I would recommend for almost anybody to use StreamYard instead of just YouTube for streaming, if you're on a desktop, because the audio and everything seems to be the same, but you have so many more features available, like putting comments on the screen. That's the one thing about StreamYard that I think everybody loves the most, is the comments on the screen, right? You can put them on, take them off. Whereas YouTube, when you just use their system to go live, there's really no bells and whistles of any kind at all. So you don't really even get the chance to try or explore. But it's just an idea. Danforth Avenue Wellness is a longtime friend of Superchat. They change their name just about every single day. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. You can see their channel in the chat right now as Happy DAW Thursday morning, 1 Alpha 914. And Chris's Clever Craft is coming up on the screen right now. We'll see what he's got going on. Chris's Clever Craft is quite an interesting person to have gotten to know. I've had a great time getting to know him over the last I think it's a year and a half. It could be closer to 2 years now. I have to go and look back at some of this. Chris's Clever Craft has been with us for a long time. He is somebody who brings fun everywhere he goes. A lot of engagement in the chat. Yaya's Best Life, I'm going to get you onto the wheel. Bushido Blade Warrior uses OBS. You might be interested to know that our copyright-free music channel runs on OBS. Someday, forgive me, Scratch of PPA is probably going to shake his head or roll his eyes in a second. Someday I intend on making videos to show everybody how we have done this, or I have done this, or whatever you want to call it, if you wanted to see those kind of things. And I'm hoping it's getting close. I am working on the system. We've got new stuff happening here. I've got like lighting happening. Not everything in the world has to cost a fortune. So the right tools at the right price are the kind of thing that I go for. So for instance, I have a nice beefy computer, luckily, but the lights don't have to cost a fortune. And some of the things that I use, like on my phone, I use a case that is not a true OtterBox. It's some $15 thing that I got somewhere that I honestly believe is just as good as an OtterBox. So the idea, you know, like I have cheap cover for the computer, just in case, you know, I don't want to scratch it or drop it or anything like that. The computer is obviously expensive, but because you know I'm on a Mac, but the case doesn't have to be, right? In a lot of cases, the mouse or the keyboard and stuff like that doesn't have to be. It's up to you, you know, the kind of things you use. But we're working on the system. I'm upgrading and moving things around so that eventually we'll be able to get some better videos filmed, if that makes sense. Yes, on the 12th of never, absolutely, someday. Now everybody, I gotta stop saying it because everybody's gonna laugh. My dear goodness. And then thank you, Come Hither with Heather. I've got Child of God 77 on the wheel as well. Chris's Clever Craft came in first as Gaming YT. Let's look at that channel first. Now, I'm always going to be behind with this because he's posting frequently. So he's got some popular uploads now that are starting to get into the hundreds of views. I'm just going to take the latest video that he did an hour ago. He typically posts multiple times a day on this channel. He's got 129 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther on this one. Now, this is Chris's Clever Craft behind this gaming channel. When we go back to Chris's Clever Craft's original channel, you'll see at the bottom of the page he's actually got 2 more channels. Tip the Table, something where we expect polarizing content, we'll see. Phasmonut is another gaming channel where he's playing a particular game called Phasmophobia. But when we get into his content, we see that this is a creator who actually gives us a great look at his life behind the camera. So Chris's Clever Craft has an interesting property, and he takes us both indoors and outdoors, sometimes for a look around, sometimes for a story to be told, but often for a do-it-yourself video or even series of videos where he's showing us different things. He's done unboxing videos, he's done shout-out videos, and I always look forward to what Chris's Clever Craft is going to come up with next. He's been a dear friend for a long time and a great person to get to know, but he brings fun everywhere that he goes. He brings engagement both here in Superchat and everywhere that I see him out supporting other creators as well. Walking with the Woods, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, if this might be your first time with Superchat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Odom's Homestead is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on for us. I forgot, actually, we came on 15 minutes early today, so forgive me for our moderator, Scratch and PPA in particular. I am actually going to go overtime by 15 minutes now. We'll go till 12:30 and then we'll cap it at that, but I'll get through as many channels as we can. Odom's Homestead is here with 332 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. We're still getting to know this particular creator. They've been with Superchat for a few weeks now. They've obviously got shorts and videos as well as streams, so all 3 types of content. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, this gardening video, and add that into my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to watch. Not that it matters, but if you ever wondered, what do I do with my catch-up list after the Superchat streams? What I end up doing is I change the order of the videos in the playlist. I'm always on a computer, right? If I'm on YouTube, I'm almost always on a computer. So it's very easy to change the order just by dragging the videos up and down the screen, right? So what I do is I put them from the shortest to the longest. That way I can go through and watch as many as time permits, and then when I can't watch anymore, I let the rest of the playlist run. So sometimes you see me add, 2-hour or 4-hour live stream replays, but I actually watch the 1, 2, and 3 minute videos long before I ever get around to those. I'm often working on the computer, so I might have a window open on the side, and then while the playlist is playing, if I'm able to, I'll just listen and kind of glance or watch while working at the same time. But that's just an idea if you ever wondered. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and we're going to get Danforth Avenue Wellness onto the wheel. Yaya's Best Life is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on for us. Yaya's Best Life. I thought we were connected already, but I must be mistaken. That's okay. This is the first time we're having this channel on the screen. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos. Usually I take something around 10 minutes. Oh, see, we should have been connected. This must be a one of those instances where there's a glitch, because you see when I go through their videos, we've got a red line here, and we see that it's 18 minutes long, which means I probably connected with them here in Superchat. When I'm outside, if I'm in somebody's premiere or live stream and I connect with somebody, I usually pick a video that's around 4 minutes, like 3, 4, or 5 minutes, something like that. When it's longer like this, that's usually because I connected to them here. Anyway, what I'm going to do is take another video. I'm going to take this 8-minute one and add this into my catch-up list. But I'm just going to go ahead and subscribe and put your notification bell on. Of course, it could be my own mistake. It could be that I ran that video but didn't actually click to subscribe, which is rare. I always do. It's not like I ever forget. It's 1 in 1,000. But otherwise, it could have just been a glitch. I don't want to blame YouTube for everything all the time. But now we're connected. I've got your notification bell on. I'm going to go through that piece of content within the next, like, probably 12 hours, to be honest with you. And then this creator is already almost at 1,100 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then when we look at Andre Southgate, when you open one window, do you close another door? I hope not. Child of God 77 is coming up. Before we do Tuber Chat, if I've had a day, like especially on the weekend where the computer's on, but I'm not, because I never shut the computer off, right, unless I have to, you'll see literally like probably 15 or 20 tabs, usually in 2 different browsers, and then possibly a 3rd or 4th browser opened up doing different things. I have different browsers open based on the different channels that I work on. So since the copyright-free music channel is on all the time, I have Firefox dedicated just to that. When I do Tuber Chat and other things related to that and my everyday stuff, I use Chrome. And I usually have multiple tabs or windows open, and then Safari opens because I'm on a Mac. For anything that I click on, I just let it do that. And then I use a 3rd browser called Opera when I work on channels that are not my own. So depending on which stuff I want to work on, I know which browser to open. I mean, it's not rocket science. I'm just saying this is what I happen to do if you wonder. But it's an idea. Joyful Julie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I used to get so confused by that because I happen to be in Canada. So when somebody comes in and says good night, host, it looks to me like they're leaving, but they're actually coming in. Some of our friends from Jamaica will say that. We've had a lot of creators. Jamaica was like the 4th most popular country in the Tuber Chat family for a long time, just after the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. But then it moves around, it changes over time, right? Child of God 77 is here with 12 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 15 that they're thinking about right now, and a little bit farther on the road to their first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is a little more challenging than ever before, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like that all the time. What I'm going to do, obviously this channel wants to motivate us in a spiritual way. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. These are quite short, but I'm going to take this one, put it into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with this channel a little bit more and just get another moment of watch time for you. Natalie Nicole's ASMR is coming up next. We'll see what this creator's got going on for us. And I'm going to, so we're going to cap it after the next couple of channels. So I should say, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm setting my notification for your premiere that's coming up. That one's actually in a little while, but that's okay. A couple of weeks, I think, or a week. And then when we hit Natalie Nicole's ASMR, they love watching shopping hauls and regular vlogs, but they're likely going to be doing ASMR here. I'm just going to grab your latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with you, get another piece of content watched, and hopefully we'll push this creator a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Just spinning the wheel. Danforth Avenue Wellness is coming up right now. You'll notice them because they've got the incredibly long name in the chat. They change the name of their channel every single day. but they give us a ton of support. They've been with the Superchat family for quite some time, and they come over to our copyright-free music channel regularly to give us support over there, for which I'm grateful. Rich New Design, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That creator was giving us some serious props yesterday. I'm sorry I couldn't get into your stream today, but he was probably, if you were on, you were probably mentioning other creators like Superchat and helping other people grow. Rich New Design is helping others meet new friends and family members the same way that we are here. Danforth Avenue Wellness brings a lot of variety on their channel. Oh, this is what you were talking about, Wile E. Coyote versus Roadrunner Soup. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. I know it's a very short video, but I'm going to use that for now. They've got their 1,000 subscribers. It looks like they've got it locked in. I'm hoping we can get them a few extra subscribers right now. They're likely working on watch hours as well. Child of God 77, it's my pleasure having you up. I know it takes a long time. It is open to everybody. Most often we can't get to every single channel in the chat, but we try. And I do appreciate everybody's patience. Rich New Design, I just want to show this channel quickly. I know he just came in, but I just wanted to put him up because he did a really good job, not just of, you know, going over and above with generosity promoting Superchat yesterday on his own stream, but he does that for a lot of creators all the time. Rich New Design is somebody who's generously sharing content by hopping in on other people's StreamYard panels and really changing the dynamic of the content wherever Rich New Design ends up. And I see him all over the place lately, but this particular creator wants to help others with their channels, with their YouTube journey, meeting new friends, but they also do a lot of the things behind the scenes that a lot of us have to do. And I think we're going to be able to learn from this creator because he does video editing, motion graphics, animation, stream graphics, audio, and sound design as well. So we likely have much to be learned from this creator, but Rich New Design is really pushing for a lot of creators to meet each other. And then, yeah, thank you for that, Rich New Design. I do appreciate that. And then Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is coming up. Now, this creator's got a few different channels. Oh, Joyful Julie has their community tab. That is a wonderful accomplishment. So thank you for that. Thank you for letting us know that. And we know you will likely use your powers for good. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has a few different channels, actually. This creator was so unbelievably supportive in the beginnings of Superchat and long before, because I've been connected to them for about 3 years. They were the first creator to ever have been featured on the second episode of Superchat ever. And we featured his other channels later, but I'm just dropping a link in there for the copyright-free music channel if everybody wants to go over there after. I'll leave this live stream running for another few minutes so everybody can clean up their connections here. Kid Wonder's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. It's pure variety on this channel, but he's got a few others. So I'm going to show you Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream, where I was lucky enough to be able to collaborate with him. Actually, there's a game that we both happen to play, this 8-ball pool here, and if you go on his channel and just search it out, you'll see Superchat and Kid Wonder playing together for about an hour. I caught him right after he started a stream one night, so that was kind of cool. Now, he's got over 3,000 subscribers here and fully monetized, so lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. But you know that I say of creators this size that there must be much to be learned from them because of what they must have gone through in their YouTube journey already. The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder is the third channel from this creator. This is where they originally came into the stream today, and obviously they're doing mukbang videos here more than anything else, kind of like reviews, which is kind of cool. Already almost at 700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone right now. And thank you, everybody, again for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to today. We're back Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Those streams are already set up. You can check the times and set the notifications if you'd like to. And I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so you can clean up your connections here. If you want, you'll be able to go over to the copyright-free music channel after. I just dropped a link. It's pinned as well. And then you can meet more friends and family members over there the same way. There's link drops over there too. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.